what they believe and won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors. Do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The labor sworn down to them sins. Can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled. No loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back in there, you think gangsta, put it down for my brothers. And I roll with spray soap.
That's right.
Them niggas with them shields.
That's
and
right.
team and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take this from them rappers.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
To the crowd that we gon' eat and drink. Me and all
I pray you like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they're never over. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Joe. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spill it with the low. 144, nigga, everybody know. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Go deep like David Jones locker. My father's central locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
Listen to music personalized to you. YouTube Music Premium. Start a 1-month free trial.
Let me take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got to write it, birth the devils, redefining work. Someday you'll pay the price. No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough and recreate the flow. They think they making dough, but they forsake it, so essential. Open mental, get your issue, guess who's on this instrumental with you? It's a damn if we was family, if you unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pushy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say it's not, no, not the actor, but the year he's ever not one thing in mind to grind until the gavel turned his words to mirth from Babel. Frontline 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on guy bones, so I can't love Esau, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice, you vouching for the enemy, but someday you'll pay the price. Look, my father ain't have a father cause of dope. I'm anti-politics cause Christ died from a foe. How the richest nation locked the homeless up for being cold. How ironic they relating smoking weed to getting stoned. You trim your ways and seek they love. I'ma bring this sword back wet with a vest dipped in blood. Niggas giving up when they don't even give enough. Going nowhere fast, niggas always in a rush. I give them love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. No way I can serve another God. I give my love cause my brother's lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. I can't serve another God. You know that you are. It's holy night to me. You know that you are. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start. Make you live again. Getting dividends. So we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nominee a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars. I coach them up like a Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we go check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way your vomit doesn't regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit's gotten retarded since all the dominance. One West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, you my maneuvers. But I ride like I got group lines for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin' they win every dollar. They ride by black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been the stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm throwing them off Patron and premium a vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's word to mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, down the D. And I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel igniter, women coming through with the title because you win. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
All right, Shalom Israel. Clap it up. It's the Israelite School of UPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yana. I'm not the Zawa Officer of 500. Today is Monday night history class. And as you can see, the topic today is child support and how evil child support is, man. You understand? Like a lot of black women, and a lot of Hispanic women, just Israelites period, they like to put that man on child support because they think that's going to help the child, or they think that's going to help them in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of them do it just do it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? They find out they man got another wife or another rib or dealing with somebody else, and they want to leave him. You know what I'm saying? Deprive them kids of having a father, and then put them on child support. You know what I'm saying? That is an evil thing to do, man. So we're gonna jump straight into it. You know what I'm saying? If you ask nine women out of 10, they agree with putting their man on child support. But then you got that that elect few that don't believe in it. They don't agree with putting a man on child support. It's bad enough he already going back and forth to jail. He can't keep a job. You know what I'm saying? He on parole. He on probation. You understand? He ain't got his own house. And what putting him on child support gonna do? What is putting him on child support gonna do for that kid? You understand? So we gonna jump straight into it, man. We gonna go to Isaiah 10:1. I got my sword right here. We already in Isaiah. Most high in Christ. We're gonna go to Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. This the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. You know what I'm saying? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Man, child support is an unrighteous decree, man. You understand? Like for instance, like Walter Scott, he was a brother that was on child support, and he got killed by the police. Why? Because he owed $6,800 in child support, and he was on a run for it. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to put him in jail for it, and then when the police pulled him over, you know what I'm saying? They end up killing him. They end up killing him for no reason. You understand? Pulled him over. The police got scared for his life for whatever the hell reason. He said he was scared, and Walter Scott ended up dying. But the whole point behind it is that he died because the police would have never been looking for him if he wasn't on child support. You understand? But the police was looking for him because he was on child support, and they ended up killing that brother. You understand? What it said? I'm reading from the top. It said, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees." Man, child support is an unrighteous decree. You understand? That's what child support is. And but what black women, Hispanic women gotta understand is that child support ain't helping you out. You understand? It's helping the evil woman out. It's helping you buy them bundles. You understand? It's helping you buy bundles and go on vacations and do all these different things. But a child don't need $3,000, man. A 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old child, they don't need $3,000 to survive. You understand? That's for you. That's what you want to put them on child support for. It's for you. And another thing, what we got to do is being black women, we got to stop learning. We got to stop trying to sleep with any and everybody that make us feel good, man. First day we meet them, we need to stop doing that. You understand? Because a lot of brothers they get with women and they don't get that. Like in ISBK, we got a courting process where you court somebody for 6 months, and then after that 6 months, I mean, you sister got to come into the school, do her 6 months, and after that 6 months, you can ask the quarter. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all just talk for 6 months, and y'all figure out is marriage something y'all willing to take the next step y'all willing to take, or y'all can just be friends. You understand? But we have a courting process to eliminate a sister putting a brother on child support, or a brother putting a sister on child support, because that happens too. We eliminate that process by you courting somebody, getting to feel them out and getting to learn them. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, so you can escape a wicked woman. You understand? You can, within 6 months, you'll be able to figure out if a person wicked or not, or if you'll be able to figure out if she agree with child support, if she's this type of woman to do this. You'll see that. You understand? But brothers in the world, they don't have that luxury. They get with a woman because she good or she got a big butt. You know what I'm saying? She got a nice body. She getting money. And then next thing you know, you get her pregnant and have a kid by her, and she's putting you on child support. You understand? Next thing you know, you got a warrant for your arrest. And then in some cases, brothers already be in jail and be on child support. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, brothers already be in jail and be on child support. And guess what? You still have to pay that child support while you in jail. You got to figure it out. You understand? What did the scripture say? It said, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees." Man, look at the child support. That is an unrighteous decree, man, for black people. You understand? That is an unrighteous decree for black people, man. And it said, "And that right grievousness which they have prescribed." You know what I'm saying? And it said that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Look at a lot of brothers. They paying child support for a kid that's not even theirs. You understand? They put down on that birth certificate, thinking that the child is there. They put their name on it. They sign the birth certificate. You understand? Then next thing you know, they do a DNA test later on down the line, find out the child not even theirs. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They got to pay child support because they name on the birth certificate. That's what it means. They say, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed is grievousness for a brother to put his name on the child support, or for a sister to be like, man, that's the father over there, knowing damn well she done slept with 4 other brothers. You know what I'm saying? But she just gonna pin it on this brother because he the weak one. He got to pay child support for a kid that ain't even his. That's the evil that be going on in our community, man. You understand? That's the evil that be going on in our community. It said to turn aside the needy from judgment. Right? What a sister? What the righteous thing to do will be to come into the ISUPK or get counsel from ISUPK, get counsel from the generals on what you should do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna tell you to put that man on child support because they know how black people are already impoverished. They ain't gonna tell you to put them on child support. You understand? But guess what? You don't do that. You black women and Hispanic women, they go get counsel from everybody else. They go get counsel from their mom, from their grandmama, who hated their husbands. You know what I'm saying? Because their husband didn't want them to be no whores, and they went out whoring on their husbands and got a divorce, or they got mad because their husbands had another wife. You understand? They go get counsel from their grandmamas and mamas and them. They go get counsel from that Christian pastor who tell you to kick the black man out your house. They go get counsel from that public defender. You understand? Who's telling you that this is a good thing. If he ain't in the household, you should put him on child support. We're gonna try to get the most money we can out of him. You understand? And a lot of times they don't even get put a brother on child support about with how much money he make. Like sometimes in some states they put you on child support and then you have to pay a certain amount depending on how much money you make every week or every 2 weeks, depending on your job. But in some states it ain't like that. They put you on child support and they just say, man, like, we gonna put you on child support and about how much and we gonna tell you to pay however much we think you can pay a month. And that's ill as hell. And then ultimately you end up getting in debt. You end up going to jail or something for another whole another case. And I'm saying you end up doing a couple months, and every month they got you down as having to pay $2,000 a month, and then 6 months go by, you owe $12,000. You like, then how the hell can I get out of this debt? I'm in debt. I seen it. You can ask 8 out of 10 people, and I guarantee on child support, or you can ask 10 out of 10 people, and I guarantee they know somebody on child support. You understand? And I guarantee they know somebody that went to jail because they wasn't paying their child support. And I guarantee another thing that come with being on child support if you don't pay it is if they take your license. So now you can't even go work no job doing Uber or Lyft. So just low paying jobs. You can't even do that because they take your license from you, man. You understand? It said to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the righteous, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that the widows may be their prey. Then guess what, black woman? That you the prey of your oppressor. When you put your black man on child support, you thinking it's wise and it's wisdom in doing that, you will prey. You will prey to that oppressor. You understand? You will prey to that devil. And the only reason why you able to be a prey to him is because guess what? He manipulated you to get your protection out the house. You know what I'm saying? He manipulated you to get that black man out of the house. You know what I'm saying? By alleviating the problem. A black man is a problem to him. And he didn't convince you to get him out of the house. So guess what now? Now you a prey. You ain't got nobody to protect you. You understand? That's what child support does. And then on top of that, even if you didn't want them, you might not even want them in the house. You understand? But guess what? Now those kids don't have protection. You know what I'm saying? So now you might be you might want to, you partying every goddamn weekend buying bundles and all that. You got a different man in the house every goddamn week. Them children, now you a prey and them children is prey. You don't know who the hell you bringing around them goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep reading. And that they may rob the fatherless. Man, you robbing that child of a father when you put that black man on child support. You robbing that child of a father when you put that Hispanic brother on child support. You robbing them of their father. You understand? That's what the scripture is saying. Read it again. And that they may rob the fatherless. You rob and you rob the fatherless, man. You understand? Those black kids and those Hispanic kids, they don't got no father no more because they was robbed of their father. You know what I'm saying? Because their mom was a wicked wench. You understand? They was robbed of their father because their mom got mad because they had another wife. And then next thing you know, they want to put them on child support. They want to call the police on them. You understand? They want to do all these different evils, man. Child support is an evil thing, man. And when you put your man on child support, you robbing the fatherless. You leaving your kids without a father. And then you bringing all these different dudes around since she was 3 years old. Since your son was 3 years old, he didn't call 4, 5 different brothers dad. He don't know who the hell his dad is or why his dad ain't around. Then he get older, he started asking questions like, "Damn, why wasn't my dad around? Whole time your mom feeding you lies, saying your dad don't love you. He was evil. He beat me. He did this. He did that. Whole time the dad wasn't there because you was evil, man." That's what you gonna come to find out when you get to really asking questions. Man, dad, why you went around? Man, your mom was a wicked one. She was a monster. That's why I left. Was it okay for him to leave? No, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Black man, you should never leave your kids, no matter what you're going through. But what alleviate that problem is you courting that sister. You getting counsel from the men above you. Sister, you getting counsel from the men above you. You get counsel from the general, man. I'm thinking about putting them on child support. What should I do? No, sister, don't never do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about leaving her. She run her mouth too much. Nah, brother, don't do that. But if you get counsel from anybody outside the ISBK, they're going to tell you to leave that person. You know what I'm saying? They're going to tell you to put them on child support. That's what they're going to do. You know why? Because they benefit from it, especially the oppressor. He benefits from it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like he getting two birds with one stone. He getting you to depend on him, and he getting the man out the house. No, three birds with one stone. He getting you to depend on him, getting the man out the household, and then now you're gonna raise those kids. You understand? And it's a proven fact when you look at the statistics. Children are like what is it, like 7 times? I mean, 2 times likely to commit crimes and be unjust without that father being there. They 2 times likely to have behavioral problems growing up if that father ain't there. You know what I'm saying? The father plays an important role in a black household, man. And guess what? Your oppressor, he knows that. That's why he always try to get him out of the house. That's what it's about. It's about getting the black man, the Hispanic man, out of the house. And then guess gonna become the father if he gets you out the house? He will. You understand? So then he can raise your children how you want to raise them, through the TV, through your rib. You understand? Through school. You know what I'm saying? Through his friends. And that's how you gonna raise them. Whereas your father was around, he gonna tell you what's right from wrong. You understand? But you ain't gonna get that same luxury if you get that man out the house just to get him put on child support so you can get some goddamn bundles. So you can go to the club every goddamn weekend just to come back home and eat 3 hot dogs. You understand? Don't make no goddamn sense. And they said, yeah, that's it on that. You know what I'm saying? That rob the followers, you rob the followers when you put that brother on child support. Let's get another scripture. Uh, let's get Isaiah 3:12. You know what I'm saying? That unright, and then what it say? I'm gonna read it again. It said, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees." Another unrighteous decree is that judicial system. That judicial system is unrighteous. You understand? Ain't nothing about the judicial system righteous. And so let's go to Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. And it said, "As for my people, children are their oppressors." Man, as for black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian, man, children are their oppressors. What do that mean? The people that oppress black people is the white man. We already know the oppressor. He's a child, man. That's who he is. He's a child. And guess what? The black woman and Hispanic woman, and they listen to them. They listen to them as if they the head of their household, as if they God. You understand what it say? As for my people, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. As for nigga, look, women rule over black men. You know what I'm saying? And one of the ways that women rule over black men and Hispanic women rule over Hispanic men is child support. That's another way they can rule over them and exert authority over them by putting them on child support. You understand? He can't stack no money up. He can't save no money up. He always in debt. He got it. And then if you do want to see his kids and come around and start seeing his kids, they get off child support. Guess what you gonna do? You gonna tell them no, and you already getting the money for child support. You understand? You already getting the money for child support. You gonna tell them no. You ain't saying nothing. You lousy. You good for nothing. My dude don't want you over here, or whatever the case may be. That's an evil thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That is an evil thing to do to a black man. Making him pay for something that he created. You see what I'm saying? That's evil, man. I'm saying, I'm gonna keep reading. It said, "As for my people, children are the oppressors, and women rule over them." You know what I'm saying? And women rule over them. That woman, once she find out you got another wife, you understand, or find out that you in the ISBK, she's gonna want to rule over you. She gonna want to rule over you. She ain't gonna allow you to raise them kids how they should be raised. She ain't gonna allow you to be in their life. You understand? She ain't gonna allow you to rule over her. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because the president gave her a backbone that she don't deserve. They didn't give her a backbone that she know that she can move and operate off of. You understand? Okay, I know how to get him, put him on child support. That's how I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna have him bending the knee and trying to do everything I want to get off this child support, and I ain't gonna never take him off. That's how literally how some of these women is. You understand that you hit on a lotto, anything. You get money from a car crash, you gonna have to give all that up to child support. Don't get in debt. You understand? And then some brothers they don't pay it off, or they don't pay it off in time, or they don't pay it every month like they should, and then it just stack up, it just accumulate, keep getting higher and higher and higher. Next thing you know, you in $40,000 in debt. Don't have 10 kids. You're gonna be in $40,000 in debt and don't know what to do with your life. You going to work, they taking half your check damn near. Something illegal. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sense, man. And it said, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path. Look at it said, those which lead thee cause thee to err. Guess who lead black people? You know what I'm saying? The Christian church, they don't want to lead black people. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, they don't want to lead black people. And guess what the scriptures say? It said they cause thee to err. You understand? They cause you to err and stumble. You understand? They cause you to sin against God. You understand? They cause you to do something that's wrong. You understand? That's what they do. That's what child support does. It calls you to do something that's wrong and unrighteous. You see? My people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path. And look at it, it destroy the ways of our path. You understand? Like the Lord, like any issue in the black community, in the black household is in the Bible. The Lord set up priests and prophets to fix any problem in the black, Hispanic, Native American Indian community. Any problem in the black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian household, man. But you know why you don't know that? Because you think the Bible was a novel. You understand? You think the Bible is just some fiction book. You think the Bible is about singing and dancing and all that. You know what I'm saying? No, the Lord set up priests and prophets to fix anything that's wrong in the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. But you will never find that out going to the Christian church. You will never understand or find that out arrogantly following your Christian pastor, arrogantly following Islam. You would never find that out. You understand that, and that's why it's so important for you to wake up and understand that. You know what I'm saying? Put like as many black women that got black men on child support. What has that done for black children? You understand? What do they need money for? For you to for one day so they can get an abortion? You understand? To buy them Air Jordans. What do they need $3,000 a month for, man? That's an evil thing. That's what you gotta understand. And it said, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path. You understand? They call it the people that lead black people, they cause us to err and destroy the ways of our path. You understand? Because the Bible tell a man he can't leave his household. The Bible tell a man that a woman ain't supposed to rule over you. But the scripture just said that women are our oppressors. Women oppress us. You understand? Women oppress black men, and there's some black men that oppress women too. Put them on child support. You understand? I'm saying, let me go to spoil the house. Let me get that scripture about spoiling the house. So like it. You know what I'm saying? But the only way for it to work, for your oppressor's plan to work, is if he get your woman to listen to him. That's how it happened in the Garden of Eden. The devil knew he couldn't go to Slakia. The devil knew he couldn't go to Adam. You know what I'm saying? Guess what he had to do? He had to go somebody that was deprived of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? He had to go to the woman. You know what I'm saying? Then ultimately he destroyed the paths of Adam. But he had to go through the woman to do that. He couldn't just go to Adam. Adam wasn't gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? He knew that. That's why he went to the weaker vessel. That's why the scripture call him the weaker vessel. You understand? Women are easily manipulated like children. You understand? Let's go to Mark chapter 3 and 27. Mark chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. You see that? You see that? This is in the Bible. I'm gonna read it again. It said, "No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods." Look it, you can't enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except what? Except he will first bind the strong man. You see that? It said, "No man can enter into a strong man's house." What makes you strong? What makes a black man not lifting weights, not doing push-ups and sit-ups? That's not what makes you strong. What makes you strong is your having serving a God Yahweh, serving a God of this Bible, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what make a man strong. That's what make a man's house strong. You know what I'm saying? That's what gives a man a solid foundation. Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. You understand? Not leaving your woman, not beating your children. You understand? Loving your family. All those are laws in the Bible. You understand? It said, and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man. Like you can't destroy a man's goods. What is his goods? A man's goods is his children, his wife, his assets, his belongings. You understand? Because that's what belongs to a man, not just his what is it? His jewelry and cars and assets, but his women and his children. Those are his goods. Those are his possessions, man. It said, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man. That's how you spoil a man's house and his goods. You gotta first bind the strong man. You understand who's the strong man? That black man in the house. That Hispanic man in the house. That First Nation brother in the house. You gotta first bind him if you want to get to his house. You want to get to his belongings and to his property. You gotta bind him. You gotta tie him up. How you tie him up? You got to tie him up in child support. Make sure he get in debt, thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he can't never save enough money to buy a house or buy his children anything. He got to pay. He got to spend money on the car note. He got to pay thousands of dollars in child support. You understand? He got to pay $1,000 in rent. You understand? He got to pay for all these different court fees, for all these being pulled over and not having a driver's license on him. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay all these different fees, light bill, house bill. You got to do all these different things, man. You understand? That's how you bind a strong man. You understand? By putting him falsely accusing him, putting him in jail. You know what I'm saying? Putting him on probation and parole. That's how you bind a strong man. And that's what they do. And guess what you doing, black woman? You helping your oppressor bind a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you in a house and some robbers knock at the door. You understand? And your husband go to the door to answer it, and then you hit him on the back of his head with a damn bat, knock him out, tie him up, and open the damn door, just for the robbers to come in and tie everybody up. That's what you doing when you put your man on child support. You understand? You helping the people that wants to destroy your family. You helping the people that literally seeks to destroy your children, man. That's what child support is about. You know what I'm saying? That's what CPS is about. It's about destroying a black household. You understand? That's how you do it. And the first thing you do, what do you say? I'm gonna read it again. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man. First, you gotta get to that strong man first. Before you want to spoil his goods, all his possessions, you gotta first get him out the way first. And how do you get him out the picture? Putting him on child support. That's how you get him out the picture. You know what I'm saying? By telling a woman she can be independent, she don't need no man. She do everything by herself. You understand? She can raise her kids by herself. She'll do all that. And it said, then he will spoil his house. And then once you bind that strong man with all these different philosophies, you know what I'm saying? With all these different laws and policies, then you're gonna be able to spoil his house. But guess what, black woman, you don't know that. You understand? You know why you don't know that? Because the Lord deprived you of knowledge, man. You understand? Let's go to Job 39 and 17. We'll go to Job chapter 39 and 17. The Lord deprives you of knowledge. I'm going to read that. Job chapter 39, verse 17. Because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. Look at the Lord departed. I'm going to read it again, Slacky. Because God have deprived her of wisdom. Look at the Lord deprived black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women with wisdom. He deprived you of wisdom. You don't have any wisdom. That's why that's what the strong man is for. The strong man is to give you wisdom. That's what you have a head for. The head is to make that final decision, make that final call. You understand? But if you take him out the picture, you're gonna make decisions that's not based on wisdom. Like what? Like putting the man on child support. Like killing your goddamn kids, having abortions. You understand? By having multiple men around your children and having your children call all of daddy. You understand? By teaching them by not teaching the laws of God, by not teaching your daughter growing up that sex is marriage, You should have sleep with one man. He should be your man, your husband forever. You understand? The Lord deprived women of giving children that knowledge. Of telling your son, look at man, don't sleep with no whores. They gonna destroy you. You understand? They're gonna destroy, they're gonna put you on child support. They're gonna sleep with all your homeboys. You understand? They're gonna lie and say a child is yours that ain't even yours now. They got you to sign a birth certificate. Now you paying child support for a kid ain't yours. You understand? The Lord deprived the women of giving that game to their children. You understand? That's what the man is for. You understand? That's what the man is for. Let me pull up an article right quick. Let me see. Let me just pull something up right quick. But that's what the man is for, man. When you get that man out the household, man, your children, your family's gonna be destroyed, man. Uh, Slovakia, Slovakia. You know what I'm saying? And let me read that one more time. It said, "Because God have deprived her of wisdom, neither have He imparted into her understanding." Man, a black, especially being in this captivity and being up under this oppressor, the Lord deprived our women of wisdom and understanding. That's what you have a man for. That's what a man is for. You understand? To let you know, hey, no, don't look, daughter. When you grow up, you should have one man for the rest of your life. Don't ever abort your baby. Don't ever sleep around and become a whore. Hey, son, you can have as many wives as you want to, but make sure you choose wisely. Pick a woman of thine own heart that serves the Lord. You understand? That live her life according to the Bible, man. Because guess what? If you get a woman that don't want to live according to God, or don't believe that's a Christian, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have a hard life. You know what I'm saying? Your children gonna grow up and then they're gonna have a rough life, exactly like how you had a rough life. You understand? And that's why it's so important for you to have a head. That's why it's so important for you to have a husband. You understand? And not just any husband. You know what I'm saying? But a husband in the ISUBK, a husband that actually wants to serve God. You understand? A husband that actually gives a damn about his nation. Not just his immediate family, but his entire nation. You understand? But guess what? When you arrogantly follow Christianity and you arrogantly follow Islam and all these different philosophies and the public defender and grandmama and your mama and your cousins who all whores who got 30 different baby daddies, when you follow them, man, you gonna lead your kids into error. You understand? You gonna cause your children to stumble, man, and they gonna make bad decisions, man. And that's what the scripture said. I'm gonna read it again because God have deprived her of wisdom. The Lord deprived Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian women of wisdom, the wisdom that it takes to raise a household, the wisdom that it takes to raise a child. They deprived them of that wisdom, man. You understand? That's why our sisters that right now, that's 18, 20 years old, all in their 20s, having abortions, being whores, twerking on Facebook. That's why his brothers sleep around with anything to open their legs. You understand? Because they wasn't given that wisdom by their mom because the man ain't in the household. They wasn't given that wisdom and that game from their mom, man. You understand? And that's what we gotta understand. Salakia, just call me. Let me see. Let me see. Look up something right quick. You look up something right quick. Bear with me. You know what I'm saying? But if you get that father about the house, Salakia, just to get that check so you can get some bundles and go on vacations and You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they doing. Like a 6-year-old child don't need $3,000 to survive, man. You understand? Like you like they asking for they making black men pay $3,000 a month, 1,500 a month. Look, even $1,000 is too much, man, for a 3-year-old child a month. But guess what? Black men got to pay that, and guess what? That money ain't going to no child. That money ain't going to no child. That's going on bundles, vacations. That's going on expensive car notes. You understand? That's going on for them to live lavish. We seen it happen with the basketball player. You understand? He got with some bad woman. She was bad, and the next thing you know, a couple months later, a few months later, had a kid, and she left and put him on child support because she knew he had some money, and that was gonna be her ticket to live free. You understand? Okay, I had to pull up this article right quick. I don't know if it's what I'm looking for, but let me see. The proof is this: father's absence harms children. There is a father absence crisis in America. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 18.3 million children, one out of four, live without a biological step or adoptive father in the home. Consequently, there is a father factor in nearly all social ill facing America today. It said 1 out of 4 children don't even got their father, man. And why is that? Child support is one of those reasons. You know what I'm saying? If it's not one of the main reasons, child support is one of those main reasons, or the mom being a wicked demon. All right. So, but look, I want to actually get this other article. Hold on, let me pull it up right quick. Bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? If your mom had your father on child support, guess what she gonna teach you? She gonna teach you that you don't need him. I raised y'all myself with child support. Put him on child support. Find you a new man. That's what be taught in our communities. Let me see. All right. It's a child support enforcement can hurt black low income non-custodial fathers and their children. Man, child support hurt black people. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm gonna keep reading. It said this post has been updated to reflect the families don't pull for bail, but rather pull to pay off child support debt. The This Father's Day, I find myself thinking about Walter Scott, a father of 4 who was killed by police last spring. According to his family, he was likely running from an arrest warrant because of an unpaid child support order. You see that Walter Scott was killed from an arrest warrant because of an unpaid child support order, meaning that the police was looking for him all because he didn't pay child support. You understand? Because he didn't pay his child support, which 9 times out of 10 he couldn't pay it. You understand? Because usually when you owe child support and you have a job, they had garnish your check. You know what I'm saying? They had garnish your check, and if you don't want them to garnish your check, then you have to go find a job that pays you under the table. That is not he's not on the books, and then that mean that child support ain't gonna find out about it, so you ain't gonna have to pay nothing. You understand? But usually when you on child support and you have a job, they just garnish your check. They just start garnishing your checks, and that's how you pay your child support. You know what I'm saying? But he had a warrant. Why did he have a warrant? Because he 9 times out of 10 he ain't had no job to pay his child support. And then what you gonna see reading this article, they don't. Sometimes they don't even. In some states they don't give a damn about you having no job. You gonna have to figure out a way to pay this child support. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. News reports state that he owed 6,800 in child support payments and had been jailed previously for failure to pay. You see that the brother already went to jail. He owes $6,800 in child support, and guess what? He already had previously went to jail for failure to pay, and 9 times out of 10 he couldn't pay. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't had no damn job. They garnish the checks. They take your license from you. They all do all these evil things to make sure that you're not able to pay this, so they can't prosecute you. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But a black woman, she thinks this is her help. So you think this not your help, man. And you being deprived of that wisdom is why you fall for these tricks. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading. Scott was of many, and guess what? This brother had to lose his life behind this, man. They didn't say that he was incarcerated for something else in the past, which is he probably was, but you know what I'm saying, 9 times out of 10, he wasn't. Because America, they're gonna mention that when you die in America, they're gonna mention every evil thing that you ever did or every crime you committed, so they can justify why they took your life. But they didn't mention that in this case. They just said he went to jail one time previously because for failure to pay. You understand? This brother his life had to get taken because he owed he had a debt and unpaid child support. His life had to get taken. 9 times out of 10, he was in his kid's life, or he wanted to be with his kids, but the life was taken. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Walter Scott is a brother that died with his daughter in the car. Let me see right quick. See, that make it even heavier. No, no, he wasn't a brother killed in the car. You know what I'm saying? But it's just evil all the way around, man. Not only do you owe money, but then you gotta look over your shoulder because you might go to jail, get killed by the goddamn police because of unpaid child support. That's what this world didn't come to, man. That's how far the manipulation and then took hold of our women. You know what I'm saying? They say Scott was one of many black low income non-custodial fathers who can't pay their child support. He couldn't pay it. The brother couldn't pay his child support. It's not that he didn't want to; he had no job to pay it. You know what I'm saying? They said, unfortunately, there is limited national data on the demographics of non-custodial fathers who have child support orders, including their race. But I know exactly why it's not no data on it because you 9 times out of 10 is black men on child support. Everybody else in their kid's life. Everybody else, every other nationality of people and race of people, they allowed that luxury to be in their children's life. A black man, you gotta walk on eggshells and you gotta bend the knee when it comes to being with your wife. You gotta serve her, or you won't be able to see your children. You gotta serve her, you know what I'm saying, or you gonna be put on child support. You gotta be with her, or only her, or you gonna be on child support. You gonna be taken out of your kid's life. You gonna be incarcerated. You gonna be in thousands of dollars of debt, and you might even lose your life like Walter Scott. You understand? You see that it said ain't no data on the demographics of fathers who owe on child support orders. You understand? They say ain't no data on their race. You know why? It is data and everything on their race. They just don't want to show to you that it's a conspiracy against black people and it gets a conspiracy against Hispanics, man, and getting them the man out the household. Because once that data come out about how many fathers on child support and what their race is, then you will see the bigger picture. Then black women and see, oh man, this is this is a plan. You know what I'm saying? This is the plan that they coming up with to destroy our household. Then they won't do it. Then they won't put nobody on child support. And it said, but qualitative studies have shown that black low income non custodial fathers face heightened barriers when when interacting with the child support system despite their contributions to their families. You understand? But it said we don't know about how many people fathers is on child support or their race. You know what I'm saying? But some studies show that black low income fathers, you know what I'm saying, face heightened barriers when it comes to dealing with child support system. You know what I'm saying? Despite what they already did, what they can do for the family, or despite them wanting to be in their children's lives, they still face heightened barriers more than any other race of people on the planet. Black men. You know why? Because this is a plan. This is a plan that they created to get the black man out of the house. You know why? Because they told you in Luke, how do you spoil strong man's house? By first binding the strong man. You got to figure out how to bind him. Look, and they bind us in religion. They bind us in crime. You know what I'm saying? They bind us with child support. They bind us in debt. That's how they bind us. That's how they get you out the way. You understand? By putting all these different letting all these different things hang over your head. I'm gonna keep reading. It says studies have estimated that low-income custodial fathers are disproportionately black, and we know that black men are more likely to be poor. You see that? It says studies have estimated that low-income non-custodial fathers, meaning that black men on child support, you know what I'm saying? It says studies show that most of them are black men. You know what I'm saying? Most of everybody black is on child support, man. Like I said, the white man he in his children's life. The Chinese man he in his children's life. You know why? Because they women know their place. You know what I'm saying? You will never see a Asian woman walk around all on YouTube or making songs all on the radio talking about the Chinese man ain't shit. The Chinese man ain't nothing. You'll never see a white woman on the news, you know what I'm saying, all on social media saying the white man ain't nothing. Like Donald Trump said, he grabbed white women by the box. And guess what? Over 60% of white women voted for him. He said, you know why? Because they know their place. They know that they man is to protect them. That's what they man is there for. You understand? But our women don't believe that. They don't see that picture. You understand? They don't understand that if you get the black man out of the household, you don't have no protection. You understand? And they said, let me see. Studies have estimated that low-income non-custodial fathers are disproportionately black, and we know that black men are more likely to be poor. Look, everybody that's on more than nine out of 10 people that's on child support are black, and they said they're more likely to be black people that's poor. You understand? Because guess what? A black woman, she ain't 9 times 10. She ain't gonna. If you got money, she ain't gonna put you on child support. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows some of that money gonna come her way, no matter what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It said face labor market discommunication and have limited social networks. Right, we face labor market discrimination, meaning that we can't even get a damn job, and have limited social networks to help them stay employed and able to pay their child support orders. We can't even keep a job 3 months to even help pay the damn child support, man. You understand? But for some reason, women keep putting their men on child support, acting like that's going to help. Yeah, that's going to help you get some bundles and go on trips and pay your car note, get these foreign cars and buy you red bottom shoes and get your body done in Miami somewhere. That's what it's helping with. And it said, current child support enforcement policies harm black low income, non-custodial fathers and negatively affect their children. Man, child support, it harmed black families. You know what I'm saying? It harmed black low income families. It harmed and it affect the children, putting them on child support. You understand? Whereas if the man in the household, those children, they probably have a total different life. They won't have to worry about getting child support from their dad. And because a lot of times when black men pay child support, they like, I'm gonna be paying this child support and I can't see my kid. Yep, it's all good. It's all good. Now I ain't finna give you no child support either now. I'm gonna just go give me a job under the table. You know what I'm saying? Then they just completely just be like, man, to hell with it. I'm gonna make me another family. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. I'll keep reading. Let me keep reading. All right, this number one. It say child support orders. Hey, it say child support orders may be set at rates low income fathers can't pay. You see that? They said child support orders at rates that black men can't even pay. You know what I'm saying? Because we already poor. We already low income. We already can't get a job, can't keep a job. You understand? You know why? Because when you put on child support, you ain't got no damn license. They garnish your checks and they take your license from you. So then guess what you can't do? You know what I'm saying? You can't get a job, a good paying job where you can drive trucks or drive for Amazon, you know what I'm saying, or do Uber or Lyft. You can't do none of those, or Uber Eats. You can't do none of those jobs because you ain't got a license to do it. And then on top of that, if you get pulled over without a license, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna take your car from you. Then they're gonna give you a ticket. So now on top of that, you owe money for child support, but now you owe tickets for driving without a license because they took your license for you. Now you can't get your car out of impound because you got to pay. It's just a circle of, you know what I'm saying, that it just destroys black men, man. That's what child support is designed to do. It's designed to affect the children and destroy the black household. All right, keep reading, and it said, in some states, a judge will base child support orders on an amount he or she believes a father can pay, not on his actual income. You see that it said on some states they set the amount of how much you got to pay or how much they think you can pay, not based on your income, not based on how much you actually make. They you know what I'm saying, they don't take your check and be like, okay, he get paid $2,000 a month. Okay, so he's able to pay $700 a month or $500 a month because he gets 2,000. They don't do that. They say, look, we gonna pay whatever we think he or she is able to pay. You know what I'm saying? And that's evil as hell. And they said when a father can't pay his child support order, he incurs debt called uh arrears. You know what I'm saying? When you can't pay your child support, you know what I'm saying, you get in debt. Let me keep reading. This debt disproportionately harms low income fathers, and low income parents owe the largest percent of Aries. Man, look at it. This affect low income fathers, man. And these low income fathers, they owe the largest in percent of Aries. They owe the large the largest uh, uh, people that's in debt when it comes to paying child support. And it said child support debt can occur at an interest rate of up to 12% depending on the state and cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. And look at it, and it don't matter if you go bankrupt. You see that? They want up to 12%. And guess what? It don't matter if you go bankrupt. What is 12%? If you get $100, man, you gotta pay $12. You understand? You got to pay somewhere around $12 if you got 100%. And it don't matter if you even go bankrupt. You lose all your assets, all your cars. You know what I'm saying? All your homes and you understand whatever the hell you own, your businesses. You still gonna have to pay up to 12%. Whether you got any income or not, you still got to figure out a way how you gonna pay 12%. You understand? So if you gotta pay if you gotta pay 1,200 a month, if you lose all your assets, you still gonna have to figure out how you gotta pay 1,200 a month. You know what I'm saying? However you gotta figure out however you gotta do it, you gotta do it. So then this is why black men resort to selling drugs. That's why they resort to, you know what I'm saying, pimping women or doing it, some just doing something illegal and vile just so they can have to pay the child support and just so they can live and they can survive. You understand? That's what they do. And it said, in most states, family with child support awards are not slacking. In some states, families with child support awards are not allowed to receive full child support payments while receiving TANF assistance. And then look at some states, if somebody try to give you, if one of your husbands or your ex-husbands or baby daddies, whatever, baby father, try to pay the child support in full, they won't allow you to do it if you're getting government assistance from them. They won't allow you to do it. They won't accept the payment. And it said instead, all or a portion of these payments are redirected to the government for welfare reimbursement. Meaning that the child support that you paying, it has to that you think that matter of fact, Slakia, the welfare that she think that she's getting is free, ain't free. You know what I'm saying? The money that she getting from this dude she got on child support, he has to pay for that welfare that she thinks she get for free. Some of that money is going to that welfare that she's been getting from the government. So it's not free. You understand? It said one study found that 70% of debt in California child support system was owed to the government to pay back tenant benefits received by custodial families. You see that? It said that found that 70% of debt in California's child support system was owed to the government because to pay back tenant benefits. So look at over 70% of debt in California in the child support system was owed to the government to pay back the benefits that these black women was getting and these Hispanic women was getting from the government, whether it be food stamps, you know what I'm saying, what is it called, welfare. You know what I'm saying? 70% of that debt had to be paid back to the government from the benefits and the assistance that they was getting from the government. They had to pay it. They had a lot of a quarter of that, I mean, 3/4 of that money went back to the government. You understand? And what proves that is evil? Was proved that it's evil, man. It's only to get like the whole point of you being on child support because they get their money back. They get their money back regardless. But the whole point of putting you on child support and implementing this is to destroy you. You understand? That's the whole point of it. Is to destroy your family and to ultimately destroy that black man first and foremost. That's what it's about. That's what we read right now. You understand? It said child support enforcement methods can wreak havoc on fathers' employment and ability to save money. That's what child support do. It wreak havoc on fathers, man, on black and Hispanic men that's on child support. You know what I'm saying? They can't stay employed. They can't save money. You understand? It said the Office of Child Support, so it's like the Office of Child Support Enforcement authorized several enforcement methods that can be used to collect child support, including taking up to 60% of fathers' wages. It's like 65% of fathers' wages. You see that? Taking up to 60. This is one of the methods. Taking to pay them back and to pay what you owe for that child that you created. They taking 65% of your wages. 65% of what you owe. Oh, I mean, it's like of what you make. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that if you get $100, they need 60 out of that $100. When you keep 40, that's ridiculous, man. You understand? You get $1,000, they need 700 of it, and you keep 3. You get $10,000, they need 7,000 of it, and you keep 3. That's ridiculous, man. You understand? That's an evil thing to do because on top of that, you dealing with child support. You know what I'm saying? So if you get 3,000, you get let's just say you get $3,000. You understand? If you get $3,000, they want how much out of $3,000 they want? They want let me see, they want down there $2,000. You know what I'm saying? They want down there $2,000, and then guess what? Guess what you got to do? You got to figure out how you gonna pay your rent. You got to figure out how you gonna pay your car note. Oh, so like the water, the water. Okay, you got to pay over 65%, man. That is evil right there. You know what I'm saying? It said it can be used to collect child support, including taking up to 60% of father's wages, intercepting tax returns. You get any taxes, you know what I'm saying, and you owe money, man, you think that you first of all, you already getting taxed on your checks from slaving, from going to work. You know what I'm saying? And you think you gonna get all that back at the end of the year, you gonna get that $3,000 back, $4,000 back. They taking all your taxes, man. You ain't getting none of it back. So you just completely being oppressed all year round. You don't get no break. And it said placing liens on parents' assets, meaning that let him go. He saw he good. Let him go. Placing liens on parents. Get him a bottle. Placing liens on parents' assets. Meaning that if you own a car, they put a lien on. You own a house, they put a lien on it. You know what I'm saying? Suspending driver's license, meaning that you can't drive without a driver's license. You gonna get more in debt. You gonna owe more in tickets. You understand? You ain't gonna be able to go to work. You gonna have to catch Uber every goddamn day, so you won't get your car towed. You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be a ton of money. And it said, and denying other professional licenses, man. Like you can't get a license to drive a forklift. You can't get a license to drive a big rig, 18-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? Making good money. You can't do nothing. You can't drive for Amazon. You can't drive for Alhambra. You can't do none of that. You understand? Because they deny you they deny other professional licenses. So when you've been on child support, it really wreaks havoc on fathers, man, and their employment and their ability to save money when you put them on child support. But then you think that you want them in the child life. What the hell is the money that you get from him? You understand that the government didn't enforce. How is that helping the child out? It's not, man. It's not. You understand? And it said, failure to pay child support can lead to incarceration. In states like South Carolina, where Walter Scott lived, parents can be held in contempt of the court and incarcerated if their payments are as few as 5 days late. Man, look at some states like South Carolina, where Walter Scott was killed, the same brother that was killed because he didn't because he had warrants for not paying his child support. And in some states like South Carolina, you know what I'm saying, you can be held in contempt in court and incarcerated if you miss a payment past 5 days. Like if you go 5 days without payment, like if Monday come and you don't make that payment, by that Friday you better have that money in. You know what I'm saying? Because on Saturday you gonna have a warrant for your arrest. You gonna have a warrant for your arrest, man. They're gonna come get you from work or wherever you at, from your other ribs house, your grandmama's house. They coming for you. You know why? Because you owe child support payments. That's why Walter Scott got killed. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading. While there is no national data on how many black people are incarcerated for failure to pay child support, studies suggest that the problem is significant. Look at why ain't no studies or data on how many people are incarcerated for failure to pay child support. It suggests that the problem is significant. You understand? Meaning that the people that's on child support and being jailed for not paying it is a lot. That's what it's saying. It's a lot. You understand? It said a 2005 survey in South Carolina found that 1 in 8 inmates had been incarcerated for failure to pay child support. You understand? And they say, and when fathers are incarcerated, they cannot work or save money to send to their children, and they may not be able to suspend or adjust their child support orders. Look at said, why you incarcerated? You can't save money obviously because you in jail. You can't send the children money obviously because you in jail. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You still can't suspend your child support. They might sentence you to 20 years in jail. And guess what? You still gonna owe child support when you get out of prison. You still now not only you gonna owe child support, but then you gonna owe the jails and the prisons. What is it called? I forgot what it's called when you owe money. Damn, restitution. Not only do you owe child support the whole 20 years you was in jail, but that the child support keep building every month, every month, every month. So when you get out of jail, doing 20 years, you owe thousands of dollars that should have just went away because you can't send it to hit money. You're incarcerated. You understand? You can't save money. You incarcerated. It should have just went away. But while you locked up for that 20 years, it just add up. It just keep adding up. You know what I'm saying? That's what child support is about. It's about destroying black people, man. You understand? And it said, or adjust their child support orders. Or you can just tell, like, man, I'm locked up. Can y'all cut it off and wait till I get out and then I'll pick up where I left off at? You can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? It just increased your debt. And it said office an office of child support enforcement study found that half of incarcerated what? Yeah, get that out of his mouth. And it said an Office of Child Support Enforcement study found that half of incarcerated parents nationwide has past due child support, and incarcerated hurt fathers, and it's like an incarceration hurts fathers when they try to find employment after release from prison. Like I just said, then you get released from prison, you understand, and guess what? You still owe, you know what I'm saying, child support. You still owe 'em. That's why child support is so goddamn evil, man. Because it ain't about getting the child the father to pay for the child because he ain't there in his life. It's about destroying him, man. That's what child support is about. It's about destroying that black man. You understand? You'll keep reading a little bit more on this article because this article is heavy. You know what I'm saying? It said, Slocky, let me see something right quick. Slocky. Stop after Zach. Bear with me, bear with me. All right, I'm gonna keep reading. And this is let me see. And after this, I'm gonna start pulling scriptures. All right. And they say, stop. Josiah, come get him. Stop, y'all, Josiah. And they said, debt and incarceration hinder black fathers and cause harm to their children. You see that? It said debt and incarceration hinders black fathers and cause harm to the children, man. Look, when you put your black man on child support, you ain't just affecting him, you affecting his children, man. You understand? So then what's going to be an excuse? But you put him on child support, he go to jail for not paying the child support because he can't get a secure goddamn job. You understand? And he go to jail and you know what I'm saying, end up doing some years in prison or a couple months in prison. And then now what's your excuse? What you going to tell the child? You know what I'm saying? He a deadbeat dad? Nah, he couldn't be around. He's in jail. Then when he go to jail, you ain't going to bring that child up to see him. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's evil, man. And a lot of, like I said, a lot of women put him on child support just to get back at that man. You understand? That's what they do it for. So like it. All right, so let's keep reading. It said, debt and incarceration hinder black fathers and cause harm to their children. The effects of these child support enforcement policies put low-income fathers, disproportionately black men, into financial insecurity because the policies threaten these fathers' ability to find and maintain employment and to accumulate assets and wealth. Look at you putting this man on child support. Look, move this out the way and put this one up here, over here.
This.
Just give her. Push the yellows out. Water. You know what I'm saying? It said it let me see. Because the policies threaten these fathers' ability to find and maintain employment and to accumulate assets and wealth. Incarceration for failure to pay child support also directly removes fathers from their children's lives with lasting economic and social repercussions. You see that? You know what I'm saying? When you take that black man out the household, man, you put him in a position. I mean, when you put him on child support, because that's how you take him out the house. You put him in a position. You understand? To directly not put him in a position, but you directly remove him from out of his children's lives. You know what I'm saying? When you put that man on child support, you trying to directly remove him out of his child's lives. Like he might just be arguing with you, not wanting to deal with you because of your mouth. You understand? For you being a damn dragon, you know what I'm saying, for a year or two or for a couple months, which I'm not saying is okay. You should never leave your family or your wife, no matter what, unless she commit adultery on you and sleep with somebody else. But he might just want to get the hell away from you and go be with his other family because you evil. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You put him on child support and you directly remove him out of that child's life. You understand? Because he don't want to bend the knee and do whatever the hell you want him to do. That's evil as hell, man. That's a lot of these black women do. That's what they do, man. You understand? They would use, like, black women became disgusting living in America, man. And it says some studies also suggest that families will pool resources to pay off child support for fathers who are incarcerated for failure to pay, draining resources from the entire family. So you got some families that come together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe him and his other wife, maybe him and his mama and grandmama and them, they come together and they put their money together and they try to make sure they pay his debt and child support that he owed for that child. You understand? And again, check this out. Grandma and when grandpa and them helping them pay his child support, and the damn dragon baby mama won't even let them see the kid. You understand? And they all the whole family coming together to pay this brother child support. You understand? And then ultimately, they end up draining the whole goddamn family, man, because he's in debt. That's what child support does to the black community, man. It destroys not just the black man, and not just the children, but it destroys whole families. You understand? That's what child support does. It said, how can states improve child support enforcement? If the purpose of child support enforcement system is to serve children living with a custodial parent, it should better account for the children's needs. Right, it should better account for the children's need, man. Meaning that money shouldn't go to you getting bundles and you getting weave and going on trips and getting your body done and buying Jordans and shoes. You know what I'm saying? That money should actually go to the children. You know what I'm saying? It should actually go to them, you know what I'm saying, going to a nice school and getting the proper books that they need and backpacks and shoes and clothes and writing material, whatever the case may be. That's what the money should go for. You know what I'm saying? It should go to good nutritional food and stuff like that. But you can cook a kid food, mama on child support, he finally get to go around to dad. Dad cook him spaghetti, chicken and fish and all this good food. They don't want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? They want to eat pizza rolls and hot pockets because that's what they've been eating being around that damn monster. You understand? Don't make no damn sense. I'm going to keep reading. Likely, scholars and advocates recommend solutions for states to improve the child support enforcement system and help non-custodial fathers pay their child support orders and stay involved with their children. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should do, black man. You should stay involved in your children's life, man. Whether you're on child support or not, stay involved with your children so you can raise them up. Because obviously the black woman was deprived of having that knowledge and having the ability and having what it takes to run and the wisdom that it takes to run a household, man. She was deprived of that knowledge. And that's why you gotta be there. You understand? Because she's a direct result of her parents not having that knowledge, her mom not having that knowledge, man. That's why she putting you on child support. You understand? It says set orders at what fathers can actually pay based on their current income and assets. Similarly, states needs to have a more clear and straightforward process of adjusting child support orders when income changes. Studies have found that fathers pay more often when orders were set at 20% of income or less. Realistic orders can encourage parental engagement and provision of children. Yeah, I'm not right. They should put it at 20%. Then the father then there wanna come around. You know what I'm saying? Then he won't end up in jail. He won't end up without his license and all that. He'll pay it. You know what I'm saying? But when you put it at 65%, what the hell am I gonna go to work for and get $2,000 a month just to give you $650? Just to give you $700 and then leave me with $300. So that means I'm making 369. So I'm making $1,200 a month, and the rest going to you. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no goddamn sense, man. And it's just an evil thing, man. That's why the scripture said what? It said, where we at? It said, this is Job chapter 39 and 17. It said, because God have deprived her of wisdom. Man, the Lord deprived black women of wisdom. And that's why you got a man. That's why you got a head. You know what I'm saying? So he can make the final decision. He can have the final say so. You understand? I mean that you know what I mean, you can't have no good ideas, but you was deprived of the wisdom it takes to run a household, man. You was deprived of the wisdom it takes to actually raise children. You know what I'm saying? To raise a daughter and to raise a son. You was deprived of that wisdom. That wisdom was given to the man. That's why it's so important for you to have a man in your household. But guess what? You forfeit that right and you forfeit that protection. You understand? You forfeit that way of life when you put your man on child support, man. When you arrogantly follow Christianity and Islam, you forfeit that right. You understand? And guess what? You forfeit that protection, and guess what? You a prey now. You know what I'm saying? Now you a goddamn prey. You know what I'm saying? You a prey for who? You a prey for your oppressor. Now he can take advantage of you. You understand? Let me see. Let's see. Children oppressed, wolves, spoilers. Okay, so let's go to Isaiah 42 and 22. Isaiah 42 and 22. And like I said, you got a lot of brothers who paying child support for a kid that is not even theirs. They paying full blown child support for a kid that's not even theirs. Why? Because they signed a birth certificate at birth thinking the damn kid was theirs. Then they do a DNA test and the kid ain't even theirs, man. And they still got to pay that child support. That's an evil thing, man. That's an unrighteous decree. You understand? That is an unrighteous decree. So we're going to go to Isaiah chapter 42 and 22. It said, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey. You understand? They said, but this is a people robbed and spoiled, man. Black Hispanic, Native American, Indian men and women, we robbed and spoiled, man. You know what I'm saying? We robbed from being able to be in our children's lives as black men. You understand? Because we can't get along with the mom. Because we want to have multiple wives. Or whatever the case might be, we robbed from being able to be in our children's lives. You understand? It said, and then on top of that, our children robbed from having a father. They don't get to get a father. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because the mother believes and she thinks that she can raise these children without a father. You know what I'm saying? Because she want to be able to live her best life. That's an evil thing, man. And what did it say? It said, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. You know what I'm saying? What is a spoil? Spoil is something that you get from war. You know what I'm saying? If two people go to war, whoever win that war, you know what I'm saying? He get all the spoils. He reaps all the benefits of that spoil. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Guess who reaped the benefit of black people being spoiled? The oppressor. He reaps the benefit of the black man not being in the household and going to jail because he owe an X amount of money for child support because he in thousands of dollars in debts. He reaps that spoil. Who else reaps the spoil for that child not having a father in the house? You understand? Not teaching him and raising him up in which way he should go. You understand? The oppressor reaps that benefit. He reaps those spoils, man. You understand? He reaps the spoil of your woman not being raised up and learning how to be a virtuous woman of Zion and keep clothes on her body. Stop sleeping with hella different men. Stop bringing all these different men around her children, having her children call every goddamn man she bring around daddy. You understand? Your oppressor reaps the benefit of you living horrible like that. You understand? What it say? It said, this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. You know what I'm saying? We snared in a hole, man. What's a hole? They's talking about that jail. You know what I'm saying? We just read how many 1 out of 8 brothers that's incarcerated is incarcerated because of child support. You understand? We just seen Walter Scott. He died because he had a warrant for his arrest because he owed $6,800 in child support and wasn't paying it. And why wasn't he paying it? Because he couldn't keep a job. But guess what? That child support didn't stop because he didn't have a job. They didn't give a damn about that. They said, you know what? You still have to pay this money. And if you go 5 days over 5 days without paying that child support, you will have a warrant for your arrest. That's what happened with Walter Scott. That's why he died. You understand? But if he didn't die, guess what he was going to be? He was going to be what? Hid in prison houses. He was going to be hid in a prison house. Just like all the other 1 out of 8 black men and Hispanic men. He was going to be hid in a prison house. You understand? And guess what? When he went to that prison or went to that jail, guess what was going to happen? He still was going to that money. It wasn't going to stop because he was in jail. That's the effects. That's how child support wreak havoc on the black community, man, and on black fathers. That's how child support affects the black household and affects the children, man. Because like I said, he cannot want to just be around you. You know what I'm saying? Because you a demon. And then that's what, since you ain't been around for a whole month, I'm about to put you on child support. You understand? I'm about to put you on child support. I need help with these children. Whole time you don't even need no help. You just trying to figure out how you can get the new Kanye West shoes. You trying to figure out how you can get the new bundle that costs $700 goddamn dollars. You trying to figure out how you can stack up and save to get your body done. You understand? So you can live a hot girl summer. That's what it's all about. The damn child don't need $3,000 to survive every month. You understand? He don't need that money. She don't need that money. You know what I'm saying? You want that money because you evil. That's why you want that money. You don't give a damn about how these kids gonna get raised up. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a damn about that. You want the money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just some evil. That's an evil thing to do, man. You understand? I'm gonna keep reading. And they are hid in prisons houses. They are for a prey. You understand? You a black woman, you are for a prey when you listen to the subtlety of your oppressor. You are for a prey. When you get that black man out that household, you are for a prey. That's what you is, man. When you put him on child support and you don't allow him to be in his children's life, you putting those children up for a prey. You understand? They like sheep in the goddamn wilderness now. You understand? And you got bears and lions out there. You understand? You got everything out there that's looking for somebody that don't have no protection. That's what you do, man, when you get that black man out the household. Not only you not have protection no more, but those children don't have no protections no more. So guess what? They're going to have people trying to give them drugs. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have people trying to give them drugs at school. You going to have people that's trying to have sex with your daughter. You going to have people that's trying to molest your child, your son. You understand? You gonna have people that's trying to just get over on your whole goddamn family because you ain't there to protect them. All because this black woman wanted to get you out the house. You know what I'm saying? She's being a gatekeeper for white supremacy, wanting to get you out the house. You understand? And it said, and none delivereth for a spoil, and none saith restore. And guess what? Nobody deliver you. Nobody deliver you from that debt that you owe. You understand? Nobody deliver you. None of these programs gonna deliver you from that debt you owe or nothing, man. You understand? And guess what? What did it say? It said for a spoil, and none saith restore. And guess what? Nobody gonna say restore. Nobody's gonna say after they destroy the black community and get you out the goddamn house. Nobody gonna say, how can we restore the black community now? You know what I'm saying? I think it's enough black men that's going to jail for not paying child support. You know what I'm saying? I think it's enough families that's destroyed. You understand? Because they ain't got no father to keep everybody in order. You understand? I think that this going on long enough, man. Now it's time to restore the black household. Let's find a way and give them some information and some guidance to where they can keep their families intact. You know what I'm saying? They not saying nobody's saying restore. You understand? But meanwhile, everybody want to restore the Afghanistans that then flew over on a goddamn plane. You understand? Which is one of the biggest illegal immigrants in America. Everybody want to restore them. They want to restore the Asian community. They want to stop Asian hate. They want to do all that, but they don't want to restore the black community, man. You understand? And you know why? Because your Christian pastor's a goddamn wicked bastard. That's why. You understand? Your Christian pastor is an evil son of a something. You understand? He evil as hell, and that's why he needs to be removed from his seat, like Christ prescribed in the Bible. He needs to be removed from his seat of authority and position, like Christ prescribed in the Bible. Then this won't be going on in the black community because we got laws against this, man. If they weren't teaching that the laws are done away with, you wouldn't have black women aborting their babies. You wouldn't have black women putting them black men on child support. You wouldn't have black women putting black women on child support because that happens too. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have single parent households. You wouldn't have none of that if you had people that was governing their lives off the Bible. But no, you don't got that. You got the Christian pastor telling you that the laws are done away with. And they're singing and dancing. They got you thinking that the Bible is a novel. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a comic book that you can just read and just read the stories. It's not the Bible, man. The Bible is a book comprised of laws, statutes, and commandments, man. But you know why your pastor ain't telling you that? Because he know he can benefit off of you not liking rules. Off of you disliking rules. Like black people don't like rules. They want to be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. And guess what? You leaving yourself for a prey when you do that. You understand? Not only do black women leave themselves for a prey, and their children for a prey when they get the black man out the household. But black man, you leaving your family for a prey when you decide that you want to leave your family because you can't deal with that monster in there. You understand? Or you want to go sell drugs, or you want to go do whatever the hell you want to do. You leaving your family for a prey. You leaving yourself for a prey because guess what? Now you don't got the Lord's protection no more. You don't got the Lord protecting you no more. You understand? You ain't got the Lord, but you ain't gonna fight those demons. You know what? I'm on child support. I'm finna gonna sell this dope. They can't garnish this check. Cause this straight from the streets. I'm gonna go sell this dope. I'm gonna go rob this store. I'm gonna go rob this bank. All because you in child support. You understand? It's just evil, man. And it said, and none serve restore. And nobody worry about the well-being of black people, man. Nobody worry about the black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community being restored again from all this hell that we enduring and going through. Nobody worried about the black community being restored. But you know what they worried about? They worried about signing more policies and more laws to give black women authority over the man. They worried about signing more policies and laws to get you out of the house and keeping you out the house. That's what America is about. You understand? Because like we did read earlier, what did it say? It said, "How do you enter into a strong man's house?" I'm gonna read it one more time. This is Mark 3:27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he first bind the strong man. How do you bind a strong man? By putting him on child support. You understand? By locking him up for it. You understand? By putting drugs in his community, by making him a Christian. You know what I'm saying? That's how you bind a strong man. You understand? Because what makes a man strong? What makes a man strong is the law, statutes, and the commandments of God. That's what make a man strong. You understand? By him, what makes him strong is the laws of God. Knowing that you can't throw away your wife. You can't leave your family. You understand? You can't just throw them away. You can't do that. That's what make a man strong, by standing on those laws, by standing on those moralities and those principles. That's what makes him strong. What makes him weak is leaving his house, leaving those children up for a prey. That's what make him weak. You understand? And guess what? You taught that in the Christian church. You taught how to be weak. You taught how to be weak up under your woman. You taught how to be weak up under drugs, how to be weak up under oppression. You got to be strong, man. You got to be strong. You ain't no place for you to be weak, man. You understand? And it said, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods. What is his goods? His goods is his wife and his children, his assets. Those are his goods. But guess what? You can't enter his house and spoil his goods except what? Except he will first bind the strong man. Look at a man. No man can enter into your house and destroy your house except he binds you first, black man and the Hispanic man. That's the only way. If he get you out the way, that's how he gonna be able to destroy your house. You understand? And guess what? That happened with Adam and Eve. You understand? That Satan got that serpent in the garden. He got Adam out the way, and he was able to manipulate Eve. He called Eve by herself, and he was able to manipulate her. Told her she was gonna be a god. She was gonna be this. She was gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? She listened to him. You know why? Because just like the scriptures say, she was deprived of wisdom. She was deprived of wisdom. She was deprived of the wisdom that it takes to run a household. The man was given that wisdom. But guess what? She listened to him. And guess what? In return, he listened to his wife and he was bind. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he will first bind the strong man. You understand? You binding that man when you put him on child support, man. And guess what? You leaving room and you opening up a door for you to be spoiled. What is a spoil? A spoil is a spoil of war. If two people go to war, you understand? The person who lose the battle, everything that he owned is a spoil. You understand? Guess what? Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, man, we lost the battle. You understand? We lost the battle, man. And guess what? Now we a spoil of war. Now we are a spoil. You understand? So guess what? They can do whatever the hell they want to our family. They can sign all these different policies and all these different laws to kick you out the house. You know what I'm saying? So they can raise your children for you. And then ultimately the black community is destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What is that? I don't know what language that is. If you can write it in English, know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what language that is. Slovakia. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's so important for you to be in your household, man. And then guess what? They understand that too. They understand how important you are in your house as a black man. You understand? Like you gotta think about it. When black men was in the houses, you understand, in the 60s and 70s, it kept a level of fear in the house that prevented a lot of evil. You understand? It prevented a lot of evil. But when that black man ain't there, man, guess what? Guess what children understand? They know they can run over that woman. They know they can do whatever the hell they want to do. You know what I'm saying? When the father ain't there. When that father come, they come in the house, they tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Because they know it's gonna be some real consequences when he come back. You understand? And guess what? Your oppressor, he understands that. That's why he has to get you out the house. He don't need you raising children how they supposed to go. He don't need you raising righteous children. You understand? And then he will spoil his house. He gotta first bind you, man. Then he gonna spoil your house. Understand your importance, man. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. What scripture I'm gonna get? Let me see. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 51 and 10. Did I already pull that one? Isaiah 51 and 10. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 Timothy 3 and 6. That's what I'm gonna get. Salakia. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 6. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 6. 2 Timothy 3 and 6. Bear with me. Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 6. And it said, who also have made us able, Salakia. Oh no, that's 2 Corinthians. I'm tripping. Go to 2 Timothy, Salakia. And I can't find it. Let me go to the front of the Bible. Yeah, if you can just put what you said in English, because I don't know exactly what that is. You know what I'm saying? And then also, man, if you watching the class, make sure you put your name, city, and state. You know what I'm saying? So we can mark you down for attendance, man. It's important for you to come here and get marked down for attendance so you can get your Hebrew name. You know what I'm saying? All Christ followers got Hebrew names once they started to follow Christ. And the only place for you to actually follow Christ, you know what I'm saying, is in the eyes you became the Commander General Yana. You understand? Okay, so for 2 Timothy's, here we go. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins and led away with diverse lusts. It said, for this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly men. Like it's silly for you to want to put your man on child support, man. You understand? It's silly for you to want to raise your children by yourself. You understand? That's a silly thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? But what did the scripture say? It said, for this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins. And it said, who's that creep in the house? That person that creep in the house is that Christian pastor, man. Is that oppressor. He the one who creep in the house. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but spiritually, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what did we just read? And in Mark, how can you spoil a strong man's house? First you gotta bind the strong man. You understand? And what did it say? It said, for this sort are they which creep into houses. Man, look at black woman. When you put him on child support and you get that black man out the household, you helping your oppressor. You helping him. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody knocking at the door. Like I said, it's like somebody knocking at the door, and then your man go to the door and he asks, "Who is it?" It's like you come up behind him with a bat, bust him upside his head, knock him out, then tie him up, move him out the way, and open the door for the oppressor to come in. All for him to hit you with the damn butt of the gun, knock you out, and tie you up with you and your kids. and rob the whole house, and then take all you and your kids and abduct y'all. That's what you do when you agree to these unrighteous decrees, man. That's what you do. You understand? You leaving yourself for a prey. You understand? And you silly for doing it. That's why I say for this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women. And guess what? A righteous woman, a woman that got a little bit of wisdom about herself, you know what I'm saying, or get counsel from the Lord, or get counsel from brothers in the school. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna make a mistake to do that. She ain't gonna make a mistake by getting that man out the household. You understand? She ain't gonna do that. Even a brother ain't gonna make no mistake by putting his ex wife or his old girlfriend that he had kids with on child support because she wanna be in Miami partying every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna make that mistake, man. You know what I'm saying? It said, uh, but if you do make that mistake, you leaving room for somebody to creep into your house and take you with their religion and take you with their philosophy and their way of life. You know what I'm saying? Was ultimately is gonna be against everything that God said and wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? Laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. Yeah, silly women get took by listening to the doctrine of their oppression. You get took by that. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that happened with Eve. She got took by that doctrine, him telling her, man, you gonna be a god. What? God said you can't eat from this fruit, you can't eat from this tree. Oh yeah, he said that because he know that you know what I'm saying? No, you can be independent. You don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, well, black and Hispanic women didn't listen to that. Now they all on Facebook and Instagram, all these different places. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't nothing. Wooty wooty woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody teaching that, but you'll never find an Asian woman that say that. Show me one video up on YouTube or Instagram where an Asian woman was like, the Chinese man ain't nothing. The Asian man ain't nothing. Show me one video where a white woman was like, the white man ain't nothing. You ain't gonna find those videos, man, because they don't exist. You understand? Because everybody knows that everybody respects their man in other cultures. They respect their man. You know what I'm saying? They know that the role of their man. They know that man is gonna protect them. You know what I'm saying? But black women don't understand that. You know why? Because they didn't let the child support be the father. They didn't let child support be their husband. They didn't let what's it called? Uh, what's the other one called? Not child support, but welfare be the father. You know what I'm saying? They didn't let the government be the daddy to their children. They didn't let the government be their husband, man. So they don't sort of the father ain't important to them no more. You know what I'm saying? That's disgusting as hell, man. All right, let me see. Let's go to First Corinthians, my last scripture. Let's go to First Corinthians 6:1. First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. Bear with me. First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. This First Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust and not before the saints? Man, who are the saints, man? The saints is the black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians that's in the ISUBK and the Commander General Yana, man. You know what I'm saying? And then this is what you gotta understand. Let's just peep this, like the Lord gave black, Hispanic, Native American Indian black men in ISBK, and he raised up black, Hispanic, Native American Indian man that and trained us to handle all issues in the black community. You know what I'm saying? All issues, man. Whether it be marital, with your kids, business, domestic, anything, man. The Lord raised up black, Hispanic, Native American Indian men in ISBK to handle all issues, man. You understand? And guess what? One day they're gonna cut you. They gonna stop child support. One day they gonna stop welfare. And that same man that you got out the household, you're gonna be looking for his protection, and it ain't gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be around no more. You understand? And it said, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Look at the world is gonna be judged by the saints. But who's the saints? Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian men and ISBK. We the saints that's gonna judge the world. You know what I'm saying? And if we can judge the world, ain't we gonna be able to judge small matters too? You understand? But look, guess what? We can't judge those great matters until we address those small matters, man. You understand? What's a small matter? You know what I'm saying? A small matter is you know what I'm saying? A man shaving his beard. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman not believing that sex is marriage. You understand? Which ultimately is gonna make her sleep around and be a whore. We can't address those matters, man, until until the black woman decides that she wants to be under the authority of the black man. And until that Hispanic woman decides that she wants to be under the authority of the black man. Then we can figure out how we gonna feed black people. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna get them off of drugs? How we gonna house them? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna do everything that the Christian church failed to do, man? You understand? Because the saints is gonna judge the earth. You understand? But first we need to start with our houses first. You understand? That's what we need to do. Until we able to do that, the Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian community gonna be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? But with that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. You know what I'm saying? If you got any questions, man, you can put your questions in the chat. Make sure you like and share the class. This is the Damn, baby crying. This the ISUPK. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. I'm not Zab Officer 500. Today is a Monday night history class. Make sure you like and share the class. Subscribe to ISUPK Sacramento. Like that, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. You understand? Tune in tomorrow with me and Officer Karan Yala, Officer 50. Tomorrow's Tuesday Brotherhood class. We got a class for every day of the week on the Sacramento page. So, man, make sure you support this truth. Pay your tithes. Hey, man, and look at check this out. Man, we got Passover coming up, man. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets right now. It's going to be in Cocoa Beach, Florida this year. You understand? Make sure y'all come and support this truth, man. Shalom, Lord Christ.